Empathy is when you put yourself in someone else's shoes and understand their pain. Today, Toastmaster Raghu, with your powerful, authentic storytelling, you not just made me empathize but also made me sympathize with the way how I have been failed with anger, frustration, and how it has impacted my life as well. Since you have used narrative style of storytelling technique, I'll be evaluating your speech on these following parameters, namely the authentic purposeful storytelling. Number 2, which is the problem solution approach. Number 3, which is the tone of the speech. Number 4, which is the pauses. And number 5, memorable quotient. Toastmaster Raghu, what I really loved in your speech are the personal stories which you brought in. You brought characters, your wife, Kalpana, your mother-in-law, Vijay Lakshmi, and your son being son, and you did not name them, which I loved it because it brings clarity. And more importantly, the characters which you gave, those three important characters, brought life to the entire speech. I believe characters create credibility, and that's exactly what you did. Right from the start till the end, you are an amazing storyteller. Number 2, which I loved, the problem solution approach. You gave us the problem, you also gave us a solution by meditation, by talking positively about yourself, which is a positive affirmation, reading books, and quoting sources as well from Harivansh Rai Bachchan, Bhagavad Gita, and Secret. So that makes you a credible speaker. Point number 3, which is the tone. You were swiftly able to control your tone of your speech from anger to being calm, and that actually added a lot of value to your speech. Now there are three kinds of speeches, Toastmaster Raghu. One which you practice, one which you deliver, one which you wish you could have delivered. How can you move from second to third? Here are my two simple, specific recommendations. Number 1, pause. What I loved in your speech was the dialogue which you brought in. However, what would have been even more enjoyable is to pause. I observed that when you were communicating with your spouse, I wish you could have used the 3-second rule to bring out that intensity of conflict in a much more better way. Just to give us one example, when you said, Kalpana, where are the coins? What it would have done is I would have thought what Kalpana would be thinking now, what she would have answered. It would have made me curious as to what's the answer is going to come next. They say curiosity is the best way for you to manage the attention of any listener, and I wish you could have utilized pauses to enhance the curiosity quotient of your speech, which would have made it memorable. Number 2, which is memorable quotient. I would have really loved if you had brought in questions. Questions are the best way to create curiosity as well, which again aptly refers to my first point. Had you asked questions, it would have made much more impact. Have you ever had fight with your wife? Even your siblings? Even your mother-in-law? You tap us, tease, and then transport. In summary though, you have given us a powerful lesson on empathy today, which I really loved it. Your authentic, purposeful storytelling, the characters, I love the way in which you brought in emotional tone of the speech as well. Even problem solution, which is the highlight of your speech. Work on inculcating pauses and questions to make your speech much more memorable. Thank you for sharing an amazing lesson of management today.